Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session. My name is Matias Sosa, and I work as a marketing product manager for OVH Cloud. Today, I'm honored to have the participation of Enrique Rodriguez from Transparent Edge Services. Hello, Enrique. It is a pleasure to have you with us today. Could you introduce and comment on your work?
Yes, hello, Matias, and hello, everyone out there. My name is Enrique Rodriguez, and I'm the Chief Commercial Officer of Transparent Services. So, what is Transparent Services? In a world defined by the internet, every business project has a technological base. Transparent Services drives the development of these companies from this area, helping them to align technology with business objectives. We are present throughout the entire technological value chain, from hosting to content delivery, cybersecurity, and IT infrastructure management. We work on the edge computing paradigm, which brings computing closer to where data are generated and used, improving the technological processes. We work hand in hand with our customers, analyzing their needs and designing our projects ad hoc. Our European DNA is a commitment to shaping the European Union technology sector as a global leader.
Thank you very much, Enrique. And well, today we are going to discuss in this session. It has to do closely with one of the currency of today, that is the data. And in your company, you have a number of particular uses beyond the exploitation as in AI services. So I would like to know, what do you think are the trends that are generating this large amount of data in these years?
Yeah, the technology sector has become over the last, say, decade one of the greatest protagonists of the global economy, right? In this framework, the volume of data has continued to increase in parallel with the appearance of new technologies such as peer-to-peer, 5G, big data, portable and mobile devices, and the Internet of Things, and uh, virtual and augmented reality. And in general, due to the advancement of technological innovation in this 21st century society, the content delivery market and cybersecurity will continue to gain prominence in a world where digitalization processes receive a major boost, as we could live during the lockdown due to the coronavirus pandemic last year. There are a lot of studies about this, and all of them forecast an exponential growth of the online content consumption, meaning that content delivery will have a very significant market share for the coming years.
Well, in fact, there's a lot of technology, and it is a reality nowadays that such a basic thing as the load and speed, of a website is crucial for its visualization in search engines, and it becomes more crucial when we have users from different geographies. So, how important do you think data management is in today's market?
Yeah, it's quite important, is Matthias, and that's why we have an emergent paradigm called edge computing. Edge computing is a technological approach that brings data processing closer to the place where data is generated. So it takes place on the devices themselves, or next to them, or at least possible distance from them. By bringing data storage and processing closer to the devices, the dependency on servers in the cloud data centers that could be, I don't know, thousands of miles away is reduced. The edge computing is transforming the way data is processed, improving response times and solving the problems of, for example, connectivity, scalability, and even security that remote or local servers could have. This shortest path data has to make for processing some issues like, for example, speed, and security, and scalability are really increased. In the other hand, the bandwidth consumption is reduced. All this allows you to analyze huge volumes of data in real time and make decisions really on the spot. So the conclusion is that we have a lower latency and more speed. So we can say that edge computing is one of the technological trends of this decade, and with similar or greater importance to that of cloud computing could have in the past 10 years. The importance of this paradigm is confirmed, among other things, by the boost that the European Commission is giving to it. And let me tell you something. Due to its advantages and its ability to guarantee the data sovereignty, edge computing is one of the big bets in its 2030 digital agenda. For example, by 2025, it wants that the 80% of data is processing in the European Union to be done at the edge. And by 2030, the European Commission wants that there will be 10,000 edge nodes distributed in such a way that literally access to data services can be guaranteed with a very low latency.
Well, I have to say, it's really interesting. And the truth is that Transparent Edge Services has a different solution within, this topic. So tell me, please, what kind of solution can bring value to this kind of paradigm?
Yeah, indeed, Matthias. So let me tell you something. The internet defines the world we live in, and the efficiency and user experience is the right trend. There is an invisible technology called CDN, the acronym of Content Delivery Network, that makes an essential contribution. And in Transparent Edge Services, we have the first and only Spanish commercial CDN, and one of the few European premium CDNs in the market. So let's get down to business. A CDN is a geographically distributed cache system that brings content to the end user from the server closest to him. In these processes, network latencies and web page load times get reduced. Its use reduces also the cost and in technological infrastructure by saving bandwidth and increases the security of the websites, because we are hiding the origin servers from the end user. It allows you to handle a large volume of traffic and also to manage code peaks that otherwise are very difficult to manage. A CDN can distribute almost all data that can be digitalized. It makes it possible to carry out activities on the internet in a faster and in a secure way. We can place POPs, that is points of presence, that basically are a group of servers with the same information. So there are much more sources to send the information, and the waiting time is significantly reduced. And here is where OVH Cloud comes into action, because you are giving us the possibility to deploy in a fast and an economical way dedicated servers for us to do our magic.
Of course, Enrique, and it's great that we can be part of this ecosystem. And on the other hand, edge computing is currently applied to different needs, and I know that you have a bunch of solutions in our marketplace. What are these other solutions that are you betting on?
Yes. As part of the OVH Cloud ecosystem, we are able to be part of a great environment, technological solutions created to improve the different challenges a company has nowadays. And for instance, we have three more solutions apart from the CDN, three more solutions in this great ecosystem, all thought to improve the customer experience, the security, and the content delivery. One of them that we have in this marketplace is our managed transformation solution that we call IQ. It is a product basically for optimizing and treating and transforming images at the edge, which allows them to be served in the most appropriate format for the user's device and the web browser from which they are requested, with the fastest downloaded speed and, of course, at the highest quality. For example, converting to WebP format, resizing and rescaling, including very intelligent resizing images, among other things. And we do all this management directly on our nodes. This solution really improves the user experience and even the positioning, because, as you know, Google takes into consideration the loading speed. The second product that we have in the marketplace is the Transparent Transcoder, that manages the aspect of video demand and live streaming transcoding processes for you in a transparent and automatic way. So it provides transcoding for the most popular formats, which means that you don't need to worry or guess about which settings work best on a particular device. We have fast transcoding that can multiply by 10 times the processing speed of the conversion of the video. Of course, we deliver the content to any platform with the result of giving a great user experience by optimizing the video and also the audio quality, as well as an automatic conversion of the right format. And last but not least, we have the web application firewall, which is a solution that improves the web security and performance, reducing downtime, the data thief, and it also guarantees the high performance even during attacks. This protects your sites from the main known application attacks, such as the most common one, that is SQL injection. So we can probably say that this product guarantees a continuous protection for the websites.
Well, the truth is that, it is fantastic to know that we have this kind of services to speed up the behavior of our websites and application. And not only that, but also to get into the security sector within application firewalls. So finally, I would like to ask you why you have decided to be part of this ecosystem with OVH Cloud, and what kind of solution have you used for the integration of your services?
Yeah. Being part of the OVH Cloud ecosystem is a great opportunity for us, for transparent services. And the main reason is that as an OVH Cloud partner, we believe and follow a group of values for us as a company are very important. And we also share these values with our partners and allies. Values such as flexibility, reliability, and proximity. In the other hand, with OVH as a partner, we are certain that we have the possibility to deploy a new point of presence with a dedicated server in any location, with the confidence that we will have this done and also aligned with SLAs to our own customers. The flexibility to do so and also the proximity we have with the OVH Cloud team makes this relationship as good as it can be, for sure.
Of course, and I'm very happy to know that we share these values because this is exactly what the ecosystem is all about. So as you can see, as all of you can see, and summarizing the ideas of this session, we are facing a huge amount of data generation in the next years, and we will need solutions to handle them, not only locally, but also at the edge. And thanks to these kind of platforms and a globalized infrastructure, we can extend, secure, and speed up the usage of our website and application. So I would like to thank you, Enrique, and Transparent Edge Services for joining us today, and all of you who are participating in this session.
Yeah, we want to thank you, OVH Cloud team and the organization for this great event and giving us the chance to be here in front of all of you and be part of this great ecosystem. Thanks for watching.
Thanks again, Enrique, and I wish all of a good day, and until next time.